and the girl who loves the sea. It calls me.
Ngiyanibingelela nonke bantwana bedlozi. Ngiyanibingelela nonke. Namhlanje I'm just going to be touching on some frequent questions that I'm mostly asked via email. Amanye I'm asked via WhatsApp. I felt that because baningi abantu abasuke bengibuza the very same thing, probably there's a lot of people as well who need clarity on some of these questions that I would like to talk about today. So I hope this video will be educational to abanye abantu abasazibuza imibuzo le ngizoyiveza. I'm not going to say a lot because I receive a lot of questions, but however, I just chose about, let me see, about 10 to 11 questions that I would like to touch on because iwona, as I've said, engibuzwa kakhulu. So yeah, let's take it from there. Okay, the first question: when is the right time to remove isiphandla or beads? Bantwana bedlozi, please take note that all the questions that I'll be answering, it's based on my teachings from Eyami Imimoya and from my personal experience also. So ngikhule kakhulu mina okanye iphehlo bakade ngikulona, and other people who used to advise bezongitshela ukuthi iziphandla, let's talk about iziphandla, whether wenza umsebenzi wasekhaya, whether wenza umsebenzi wena personally wenza umsebenzi wedlozi, or irregardless but ufake iphandla or isiphandla. I was always told ukuthi isiphandla fanele size siqine size sigashukele sona, you know. It came to a point where I used to question myself that okay, isiphandla, it's very hard. Like it's not easy ukuthi sivele siphumile just like that. So when is it going to reach a time or a point whereby it stretches, because this is animal skin, you know? So the more it stays on myself, it's the more it gets harder, because it's the more and more it gets hard and hard and hard. So I used to not understand why do I have to wait till siziqhumele sona? Okay, like coming to a point which in most cases it's really getting tight on my skin, you know, the flow I'm really getting a problem. But no, you can't remove it because it needs to come out by itself. So when I actually had my eyes open spiritually and sengenza izinto ngendlela correct, ngendlela yedlozi, and when I've left the lepetlo and I've left all of those people who were misleading me, I learned to understand that idlozi liyazikhulumela lona when it's time to remove his pantlas up. Whether it be at wenza umsebenzi wembeleko, whether it's big at the wenza igobongo, or kade uphothula umsebenzi wedlozi, or whatever the case might be, lo sukade wenza khona, but idlozi bayazikhulumela kuwena when they saying it's time to remove iphandla. It can be a point that you're going to have a dream that they just fall off. You can have a dream that kunekehla elithize rugogo thize who's telling you in the dream that it's time for you to remove lezi panda. You're going to have a situation, visions, not even having dreams, just visions. You awake and you have the thoughts that, you know what, it's time to remove lezi panda. So for me to answer that question, I'd say abantu abadala isidalwa zakho that will show you or tell you that it's time to remove those beads or iziphandla. It same applies for the beads, what I've just said. So there's no particular time frame ukuthi iziphandla you have to put it for 6 months, you have to put it for 3 months. Abanikazi bomsebenzi labathi usuku benzela umsebenzi, they are the one who are going to tell you, because remember, even kade wenza umsebenzi wedlozi, you're not doing it in the right way. They are the one abakutshengisayo ukuthi lo msebenzi kade wenza awukho right. It's either umuntu okwenzele wona akawenzanga kahle, or ubuwenza umsebenzi fanele ngaba wenzanga in the first place. So what are the signs you're going to see that? Uzobona iphandla zakho iqala zibe nempethu. It's gonna get worms. Zibe nama worms, ziqale zibe nempethu, zinuke like an unbearable smell. then that you need to know that no, there's something wrong. I shouldn't be having this phandla, you know. Same as ama-beats. Ubona ufaka ama-beats alokhu eqhuma. Ufaka ama-beats alokhu yaqhuma. Uthi uyamreportela umuntu othi efaka lama-beats, but alokhu no, mhlambe you are being careless. Phinde wafaka, but that's a sign to show, no, those are not the beats for you. So, like, you need to listen to your intuition, because they are the one who tell you when it's time to remove beats, when it's time to remove his phandla. No one else can tell you that. No one can give you a time frame on when and how, you know, you need to remove lesos phandla, but only idalwa zakho. Next question: consuming too much of alcohol and uncontrollably loving sex. Is this caused by Dlozi? Okay, firstly, let's not dive into Dlozi to answer that question. Remember, we are human beings. We have feelings. We're normal people at the end of the day. When you're going through a crisis in life, you're bound to react to whatever situation that you're going through. You are lonely. You are hated by family. You are the black sheep of the family, perhaps. Maybe you don't have a stable partner. Things are just not going well in your life. Izinto zedlozi have shattered a lot. Besides izinto zedlozi, life is just not on your side at that present moment. You know, you're going through so much of stress and depression to a point where abanye abantu, they even have suicidal thoughts. So there's a lot that's going on in your life, especially when you're unemployed. There's a lot that you go through, good people. There's a lot that you feel, you just need a sense of belonging, you know. You feel like you need a distraction in your life. So some of us, we find it in alcohol. Some of us, distraction in whatever that we're going through in life, uktanda is sex too much. You know, okay, this is not normal. But there's all of that behavior. It's just based on your feelings, on how you are feeling. Because at the end of the day, we cannot blame our behavior at the same time. Sometimes so as I've said that, ziningi izinto that we go through, ezigcina sezenza ukuthi ukhiphele stress sakho otshwaleni, ukhiphele stress sakho ukuhambulala wenza ucansi, and some going to an extent ukuthi they sleep with multiple partners, you know. So naloko asingakhohlwa, because at the end of the day, we're not living in our own world. We are living in a world a normal. So vele nathi, there are things that we're going to be doing esuke ikhozwa, or we are reacting to a certain situation that we're going through in life. We're not the same good people. Khona abantu ngempela ababona ukuthi they just don't want to go through stress or depression anymore. It's just a lot, and they feel ukuthi abazidrowne their sorrows on kutshwala. So I always say I don't judge people, because I don't even know. I'm not in their shoes, so I can never relate and understand ukuthi umuntu why is a situation because I've also been through a lot in life, and I'll have my own ways in dealing with whatever that I'm going through. But it was definitely not loving sex. It was definitely not drinking too much. So as Fani Saband, we have so many different ways to deal with whatever that we're going through. And another reason, when we're going spiritually, yes, it can be caused by Dlozi if unedlozi elingahlambululiwe. Dlozi elisuke lifuna attention, can be. Dlozi also ekwakuyidlozi elalingenzeki kahle ekhaya. Njengoba sabantu siphila nje, sinabantu sikhona abantu bethu abangenzi kahle. Khona abantu nje abanomona who are just there to destroy other people's lives for no reason, but we're just there to do that. Uthi umbona umuntu progressa in life, and then wena ube nomona ngalokho, and then you make sure ukuthi lo muntu izinto zakhe ayihambe kahle. Also in the spiritual realm, remember ukuthi lawo madlozi kanjalo nabo basuke bengahlambululwanga. So in the spiritual realm, labo bantu labo basayidlozi vele, baba yidlozi vele elingalihle, elingezi nezinto ezinhle. So yes, in some instances it's caused by them, but only if you consult and see ukuthi what is the cause of lento leyo sukubhekene nayo. But you can't just immediately assume ukuthi if uthanda utshwala too much, athi umuntu no mbathiwa amakhehla iwona lawa kuphuzisa kangaka if you love ucansi too much kuthiwa no. I really don't like that because izinto eziningi ibehavior yabantu in most cases siyakhavwa ngokuthi umsebenzi wedlozi whereas no mina nami ngibathiwa amakhehla but no, when it comes to tshwala nje ukuthi ngize ngiphuze ngathi sengizikhohliwe nokuthi ngubani igama lami bengiya kuma event ngiphuze ngize ngingazi nokuthi ngifike kanjani la ngikhona no. But yet amakhehla nginawo yabo. So always you need to dive deeper into a problem osukunayo and don't always assume ukuthi it's got nothing to do with idlozi. Yes noma kuthiwa idlozi but bheka ukuthi idlozi elinjani because alikho idlozi elihle elingakufisela impumelelo nento enhle in your life but likwenza ukuthi ulale with different people likwenza ukuthi uphuze kube ngathi uya ekhanda you know uzuzibone ngathi uphuza uzukhohlwe you black out alikho idlozi elingakwenza ukuthi ube kanjalo ungaba ukuthi uyaphuza nje like normally ube tipsy and then that's it but la ukuthi uphuze uzuthwalwe ungazazi ukuthi how you got home that's a problem you need to look deeper into it uthi what is causing that you know but not always ukuthi izinto zedlozi and always also mentally if you are mentally disturbed it will happen ukuthi ubone ukuthi ukubalekela inkinga zakho ubalekele in the other route. Okay, next. Is it normal to have feelings for a Gobela who is yet to help you but never met that person? This is a very difficult one. It's very intense. It's very deep. Because so many people misunderstand these feelings. Gosh, I go through this a lot. Oh my gosh, how do I answer this one? Good people, you need to understand there's a spiritual connection. Esuke yenziwa idalwa zakho. Let's say izdalwa zakho kunogobela abathandile ukuthi uhambe uye kuyena okanye kunogobela that they've chosen for you to go and seek help with that person. So what they'll do is you'll forever be connected to this person. Spiritually, you'll be connected. Maybe you haven't met that person. You're still speaking on the phone. You're still speaking whatever way of communication. You're still trying to make a way to go and see this person. And then somehow you're starting to see that this person is forever in your mind. You're starting to not understand what's going on. You know, you're starting to even have visions. You have dreams. You even dream of this person yet you've never met. When you're listening to a voice, when you're talking over the phone, maybe it can be recordings or whatever the case might be. You're hearing the voice or the teachings that are happening on YouTube. And then you're developing feelings. Those are not just feelings. No. That is a spiritual connection. Ukuthi idlozi lakho lisuke likwenza ukuthi ube glued to this person. Uzubona ukuthi lo muntu this is the right person to assist me. Umuntu uyena okhethwe idlozi, uyena othandwa idlozi lami, you know. Spiritually, you need to understand. When as a spiritually gifted person, as mina, as a gobela, am also a gifted person. So if imimoya yethu iklikile yahlangana, izidalwa zakho zazokhothama zakhuleka zacela usizo. Kwawama makhosi, you need to understand ukuthi kuzoba naleyo connection ezoba khona. So thina ke as living beings kuzoba kufanele kube khona phela leyo nto eyisign esukutshengisa ukuthi you're not in the right path. Uzibona ukuthi you know the questions that I get it's sad because abantu abaningi they really misunderstand that. And I'm glad abanye they understand when I'm trying to explain, but however there are who will not understand and they become so demanding in a way that I feel like, they feel like I owe them my time, you know, I owe them everything. Like, Azaz explain, it's, no, this is not normal. This is not a spiritual connection. I'm in love with you. And no, guys, like, that is so wrong. It's very disrespectful, Dlozini. Esdalweni zakho, esdalweni zami. Because bona basuke bekufaka that connection for you to understand. Ukuthi, this is the right person for you. This is the person ekuyona fanele akulekelele. And remember, also, if umuntu nemimoya, a multi-gifted person, remember I did speak on one of my videos, ngati, if you possess the spirit vele you become a magnet, uyathandeka. abantu become so mesmerized with your voice bayakuthanda nje, it's just natural. So hayi ukuthi mhlawumbe umuntu uyakuphephetha angeke umuntu akuphephethe engakwazi if kuwena omsukelile waza kuyena uzocela usizo, and then masukhulumile naye usuthi uhlela ukuza kuyena, because there are people who are like, I couldn't sleep gogo, I just had to come sebefikile esigodlweni because your voice was all over. When I was sleeping ngizwa wena ivoice yakho in my head, when I was trying to do this ngizwa ivoice yakho, I just couldn't wait. And then they come and then they get help because basuke befollowishe what they've been instructed, but not lama feelings lawa othando. Good people, that really needs to stop. Honestly, that really needs to stop, because that's one of the reasons manje that I'm limited ukuthi ngenze ama videos, these teachings on YouTube, because abanye abantu, they're just getting the wrong feelings, you know, because abanye, they come to an extent with gogo, when I listen to your videos I just suddenly fall asleep, and when I fall asleep I get dreams, and in most cases I haven't been dreaming in a lot, but yet when I listen to your voice and then I just fall asleep using papame while I'm still listening to your video, and then share those dreams, and I'm like, that was just a sign for you, you know. But not everyone who just goes through it, I think yamtanda lo makhosi, no, they understand the message that's being passed by their ancestors ukuthi, what is it that you're going to get from this makhosi, but not ama feelings othando bakithi. Ngiyanicela. Moving on, I have done the spiritual cleansing. After how many days should I expect results? Oh, how I love you guys when you ask that question. Oh gosh. Okay. Bantwana bedlozi, we need to understand one thing. Iy'talo zethu azifani, nendlela zazo zokwenza azifani. As I always say, kunedlozi elisheshayo, kunemimoya esheshayo. However, kunomunye onezidalwa ezicathuza kancane, ezidinga isikhathi beyikade zenzelwa into, okanye not even into, ngisho when they give instructions or bekutshela izinto, they take their time. Uyayibone ngamaphupho akho, ubone ukuthi they not making sense. After some time, just one dream lize lihlangane ukuthi, oh, meaning this dream, this is what it meant. It's because iy'dalwa zethu azifani, so they don't act the same way. And there are people abanedlozi elisheshayo, athi umuntu benza into while is still in the process of the cleansing, abone seku open up ama dreams, izinto zakhe sezimcacela, izinto zakhe sezikhanya, because izdala zakhe ziyashesha, unedlozi elisheshayo, you know, ngoba perhaps nakhona inkinga yakhe ekade ibloke izinto zakhe, it wasn't major, you know, bekuyidala zakhe nje beyifuna ukuhlambululwa, ezidinga ukudliswa ukhamba, and then zijabule, and then they take action, yabo. But however, kunabanye abasuke kukade kukhona inkulumo ezikhona namacala akhona, kade kusathethwa lawo macala, kusalungiswa lezo zinto, basazoqala ke nabantu abadala bahlale phansi, you know, they discuss everything about you, only then they gave results. So there's no specific time frame ukuthi after a week or 2 weeks or a month. It depends on izdalwa zakho ukuthi zona zishesha kangakanani. And the only way to assist yourself in getting quick results is that don't break the connection. Once you've gone for a spiritual cleansing, don't break the connection amongst you and ney'dalwa zakho. You must always be connected to them, you know. Maybe in a week, phahla 2 or 3 times. It depends on uba available kwakho, you know. So zijwayeze lokho, zisondeze esidalweni zakho, phuza impepho, calm down, you know. Give the entire process indawo yayo, zinikeza idalwa zazo ukuthi idalwa zakho ziphendule, bahlambululekile, babadlisa impande yabo yokuthi le basuke kade bekhala ngayo. So kuukuthi ke manje ke akube yibona ke manje abakuphendulayo ukuthi kwenzakalani. But egobela umakhosi cannot say within isikhathi esikangaka, because imimoya yakho bekukuthi akulona idlozi elisheshayo, then what? But at the end of the day, umuntu seke yazi ukuthi into yakhe asuke yenzile, it's going to give you results at the end of the day. But angeke umuntu adlale ngawe athi next week you're going to see ama results. Because as I've said, asifan abanye abantu uyayithi you done with the spiritual cleansing, the following day umuntu asekutshela ezinye izinto that has happened because yena unedlozi elisheshayo. So nawe bufuna ukuba nedlozi elisheshayo zijwayeze. I know it's very hard lokuthi sengiphahla ngize ngikhathele, but sometimes when you've taken a step forward, you've done that cleansing, just give yourself another chance. You know, when you know ukuthi you've gone to the right place, la uchuzelwe khona izidalwa zakho phahlile bakutshela ukuthi this is the person who's going to help you, give that process a chance, because uye la ekusuke kuthanda khona idlozi lakho. And definitely they're not going to take time to respond to whatever ritual or whatever cleansing that you've done. So when the only thing is to do is just stay connected with them so that you can fully align with them. Kuvuleke namaphupho akho, bakuvulele nezinto zakho, bakutshele nezinye izinto ukuthi this is why this was causing this, yini le bikublockile, why bekwenzeka kanjena, moving forward from now, this is what you need to do, this is what we are giving you. You know, there's a lot that's going abasuke sebezokhuluma ngoba sebeqaqekile. Next, is it allowed for a sangoma to speak empepweni emsamo at home? Okay, this question is based on you've called sangoma to come and assist you with umsebenzi at home. Whether when they lati, whether fagabantu abadala, whatever the case might be, but you've called on for assistance kwisangoma to come at your home to do a ritual yabantu abadala in assistance. I call it's assisting because okay, I'll get into that. So that is where this question is coming from. Me personally, from ukufundiswa ezamidalwa, I don't get permission yokuthi ngiwazi ukuthi ngikhulume nje, just ukukhuluma emsamo womuntu ekhaya lakhe. My presence there is to guide you and help you, because you get people when you tell them that no, but I don't know how, and you'd say no, I can guide you, I can give you direction on what to do. I don't mind. I can even give you directions over the phone. And then you get a person who will say no, Makosi, but I don't want things to go wrong. I'm pleading to you, can you be there to give guidance physically for that ceremony? Okay? When I am there, firstly, kufanele kube khona umshiso wempepho at your home. I guess ithi-ke nangu malume or ubaba ukhona. Uyena ozoqale abike edlozini, ashise impepho abike edlozini ukuthi kunomakhosi ekhaya namhlanje ozosilekelela, ozosiza ukwenza umsebenzi wabantu abadala kanje. I explain, aqale asibike isangoma okanye umakhosi osuke ezolekelela ngalo umsebenzi kuqala. Kube yena obikayo ukuthi kukhona umuntu ozolekelela. Ningathuki abantu abadala masenibona kwindlu yenu kukhona umakhosi okungayena oyisibongo sala ekhaya. Once that has been done, and then esekhulumile, mina my job is only to tell you ukuthi-ke izibani zibekeni kanjena, you do this, the food and everything, but I cannot speak kwimpepho yasemsam wasekhaya, especially emsam wakini, in your home. No, I cannot do that. The only thing I can do is to give guidance. You get people abangazi ngempela ukuthi kukhulunywa kanjani emsam, ubayigago kanjani emsam uma bokhuluma nabantu abadala. So my job is only there ukuthi ngikunikeze guidance ukuthi okay manje ithi, but I am telling you wena uyakhuluma empepheni. So from my personal experience, from ami ukufundiswa, no, awukwazi ukuthi ukhulume uyisangoma emsamo wesinye isibongo. Ungekho ngisho emanzini, ungekho ngisho entabeni la usuke uyomemezela khona umuntu idlozi lakhe, and then I'm coming into your home. No, no, I can't. Angikwazi ukukhuluma mina empephweni emsamo wakini. I can only give assistance on the side, but not ukuthi ngime like emsam nje uqobo lakhona ngikhuluma impela ngibiza idalwa zakho. No, it's only umuntu oshisa impepho lapha ekhaya who has a right to do that. As I said, mina lento ngisuke ngisho I can assist you over the phone, but however if you feel ukuthi you need my presence there, because maybe you've had encounters before umuntu athi uyakulungisela izinto kanje, let's say mhlawumbe ufaka abantu abadala ekhaya, uyasho now ukuthi we've done this a couple of times, but still we're getting dreams that it's not done, abantu abadala bacasukile, so siyacela ukuthi ube khona so things are done the right way. Njengoba ngisho, my presence will only to give assistance and guidance on the side, but not ukuthi ngikhulume emphephweni. And also ke bekhona i-message abantu abadala abafuna ukuyidlulisa, okanye you doing this but kukhona mhlawumbe umuntu suddenly uvele wafika with bad energy nento embi, you know, then abantu abadala mhlawumbe kuzoba nomyalezo abazodlulisa, then they can do it through me, and then I'll tell you, no, this is what's happening. Or kuzoba nesidalwa esizongena the time when usubabiza ukuthi abazojabula ke na umsebenzi wathi, kube khona isidalwa esizongena mhlawumbe esikade sacindezeleka esesimbulwa ileli ladi lelo suku lenze bengabe wenza iladi, okanye ufaka abantu abadala mase kufika lesi sidalwa lesi sijabulayo ukuthi awukade sasikhaleleka into ekanje, mase mhlambe siyachaza ke sizikhulumela ukuthi hayi kunezinto ezikanjena kanje ekufanele ngabe kuleli igceke ziyenzeka, siyikhulumelele sona isidala, then I can be there to give assistance nakhona, if only kukhona isidalwa esizivezayo. If not, when the ceremony is done, as in giving assistance on the side, I go home. On the side, I go home. Sorry. Bantwana bedlozi, I'd like to end this video here. I know I promised you about 11 to 12 questions, but I feel that this video is too long. Kunabante that I need to attend who are not well, so I am seeing that I'm running out of time. Because if I'm doing these teachings, I just try and get a few time during scheduling suginginayo for the day. So I'm really running out of time. I thought I'll be short and brief as I can, but sometimes mawukhuluma izinto zedlozi kuba nezinto abavele bayikhulume bathi no lokhu kwangasali. So we'll have part 2 of this, I promise you. Yeah, but for today ngicela sivale la.